Welcome. The unforgivably treasonous approval of fracking in West Australia by the duplicitous McGowan administration, despite overwhelming and deeply entrenched public majority opposition, raises suspicion as to what overarching force of evil coerced this reckless act of political suicide. Has the McGowan administration been forcibly directed by unseen and unelected Luciferian globalists to impose this unilaterally resisted eco-terrorism, regardless of the political consequences? In other words, is the criminal New World Order cabal already dictating exactly what Australian governments, and therefore what Australian communities, will accept by unlawful decree from the other side of the planet? If so, then this totalitarianism is directed by unidentified, unelected foreign assemblies. It's imposed in callous disregard to the obvious threat to public health, the certain destruction of precious water reserves, and attendant environmental devastation guaranteed by fracking. After years of providing endless proof of harm, it's painfully clear truth is inconsequential to these globalist criminals, no matter how compelling, indisputable, or blatantly obvious that truth is. They simply don't care, and since genocide is the ultimate aim, don't expect anything different. Unlimited condemnatory scientific evidence and appalling case history establishes beyond doubt this obscene process can never be safe. But globalist-controlled regulatory authorities dismiss the incontestable evidence to respond with crafted lies and a manifestly fraudulent scientific inquiry. These underhanded efforts are implemented in order to steamroll overwhelming public opposition, regardless of prevailing law. Such barefaced disregard for lawful process and constitutional constraints, by ignoring overwhelming community demand, to say nothing of the guaranteed ecocide and runaway aquifer destruction, confirms an outside illegal influence is calling the shots, not the McGowan administration, who obsequiously enact New World Order directives. It's widely known politicians do the bidding of globalists in disregard of Australian community will or public interest, a sneering disregard which is entirely unconstitutional and overtly illegal. So what can motivate such intensely unpopular tyranny? The reckless abandon of law principles isn't confined to the capricious whims of the ALP, since such widely opposed and deeply resented action is certain to put them out of office at the earliest opportunity. Perhaps even sooner if inspired environmental protectors or champions of the Constitution and authentic law file charges of malfeasance and abuse of public office, which can and should take place. Currently, under perilous threat are 5 million hectares in the Kimberley, the unique wildflower country of the regional Midwest and Carnarvon. This tectonic breach of trust is a violent slap in the face of the vast majority of West Australians, including farmers, traditional owners, environmental defenders, and innumerable communities facing this wholly unacceptable threat. Also in great peril is the Yarragadee aquifer, which supplies Perth's drinking water, along with the entire water catchment essential for Carnarvon's food production, and vast areas of the Kimberley where traditional owners emphatically and resolutely reject fracking. In fact, nobody wants fracking other than the genocidal criminals remotely controlling government decision-making. Not only do Australian communities not want fracking, they vehemently oppose and reject it, whereby under a system of democratic Australian government founded upon lawful process, that would be an end to it. But democratic process and authentic law no longer exist. These tenets, essential to the function of a moral and decent society, are ruthlessly crushed by Luciferian globalist tyranny. Thanks to our gutless politicians, this nation has been treasonously betrayed to the dictatorial tyranny of globalism. Don't we have armed services paid by the public purse to prevent such an occurrence? Well, instead of protecting this nation, they've become mercenary forces fighting illegal wars of invasion and occupation in distant lands for the benefit of criminal corporations, while Australia is effortlessly overrun without a shot being fired. This overt treason and criminally imposed tyranny needs to end before it's too late, if, in fact, it isn't already beyond the point of no return. Thank you for watching.